Welcome to Frank Uncensored, a ministry of Our Resolute Hope. Listener writes in and says, before I became a Christian, I used to have a lot of friends. But now I'm having trouble finding real, authentic friends. Can you address that for me? Boy, absolutely. You know, friends are hard to find. In fact, in the Bible, in the ancient Hebrew, there's actually 4 different words for friend. In other words, there's 4 different kinds of friend. The friend I think we all want is the Hebrew word ahav. This is the kind of person that the Bible says loves at all times. This is the kind of person that sticks closer than a brother. I had some of them when I was growing up. They were wonderful. When my dad died, we held his funeral in another state. These friends got off of work at about 11 o'clock at night. They drove through the night. I didn't know they were doing this. In the morning, I got up, and it was the day of my dad's funeral. I went outside, and there they were, sleeping in their car. I said, what are you guys doing? Why didn't you knock on the door? We didn't want to wake anybody. Well, I didn't know you were coming. We know. We just needed to be here. We had the funeral. They turned around and drove right back so they could get back to work because they had swapped shifts with other workers. Oh, my goodness, those are friends. So why is it that we seem to be able to find friends in the world like that, but not friends in the church? Well, I want to just briefly address that. You know, in the world, we don't have this thing called the law. Everybody's in a mess, and we all know we're in a mess. But in church, a lot of times, churches are living by the law. Wherever there's a law, there's standard. Wherever there's standard, there's performance. Whenever there's performance, there's poor performance. And so what happens is we tend to hide. We tend to not be authentic. We tend to wear a mask, a facade. And you know, one of the problems of wearing masks and facades is that we can't be intimate. In fact, let me coin a phrase for you. Where there's no honesty, there'll be no intimacy. Where there's no intimacy, there'll be no power. Where there's no power, there's no victory. But that entire equation is built on one thing. Honesty is built on acceptance. You see, I'll never be honest with you if I don't know you're going to accept me. Wherever there's a spirit of law, a spirit of religion, bottom line, we can't trust people because we're living under performance. And when our performance isn't good, we're very likely going to be judged. We have a desperate need for grace in order to find true friendships. I want to say more on this, so join me again next time for Frank Uncensored, a ministry of Our Resolute Hope.